this is what I mean. So you cut out this part like that. I'll cut it all out. Like that. So I'll open it up and cut this side as well. Cut it as well. So once I have that, so my 48 should have been done. So this is all I'm having right now. There you go. So I have my, if you look at it, so I will have to cut this part. So looking at that, let's go halfway first. So I'll cut this way too. So we should have our 48 by 48 centimeters. So you can tear all other parts out. So let me measure. Then you see I have my 48 by 48 out. Now, sorry, this is the other way around. So 48 by 48 centimeters. So the same way this way, turn your tape rule. We are using centimeter. We are working with the centimeter. So I have exactly 48 right now. So now let's go straight on how. So the next thing is we are going to draw out the pattern we want for our shaggy rug. Today's training is about making shaggy rug. A lot of people have heard about pom-pom rugs and the like. So but today it is about shaggy rug. So shaggy rug, for my own pattern, I want to do something like a star. So I'm going to draw out my star. Don't mind the way my star might look. So I'm going to draw out a pattern like a star. So like this and like this. So I have how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it might not be a perfect square, but this is what I'm going to have. So I'm going to I'm going to be working with 2 different colors. So if I have green on this part, I have white on this part, I have green on this side, I have white on this side, I have green, white, white. Do you get? So that's how it goes. So you can draw any other pattern. Maybe you want your own to just be 4 square, or you want to write welcome. So for these other parts, I'm just trying to show you how you can work with other pattern. I can decide to have my own in just plus 4 parts. So but I'm working with 8 parts. So let's get to how we are going to do our yarn. So for our yarn, for a child, you should be using 4 fingers. If you are between the age of 9 and 12, so I think it's best for you to use you can see from my yarn, I brought it from the inside. Okay, let me work with another one so that you get an understanding of how to bring out your yarn. So take your 2 fingers into the middle of your yarn and bring it all out, so you have something to work with. So I'm going to be working on with the inner strand of the yarn and the outer strand of the yarn. So you see the yarn I'm using is a rough one. Please, for those that I send their material to Akure, the yarn you are going to be using is kind of woolly. It's kind of rough, like it's not smooth like the other part of yarn. So that is the one you are going to be working with when it comes to your shaggy rug. So because it's going to be a rug, so it needs to be woolly. So make sure you make use of the yarn that has the rough part. You can see the part of the yarn is so rough. So check, I gave 8 pieces of this in a rug, but we are going to be making use, at the end we are going to be making use of just 4 pieces, so you can have other 4 to yourself to practice on your own. So now this is how we are going to start our making the inches that we need. So if I'm going to measure this now, you're going to see that I'm going to be working with just 2 inches. So if you have your own to be more than 2 inches, 2.5 inches, with more than 2.5 inches, then it's too wide. So if you measure your finger, if you have 4 fingers and it's more than 2.5, then you should work with 3 fingers. So I'll keep wrapping till I make sure your hand is free. Don't tighten up your hand, so that it's easily you'll be able to bring it all out at the end of it all. So I continue like that. I'll continue like that till I have a whole lot on my fingers. So I'll continue, keep wrapping. Let me go slowly so you see it. You keep wrapping, like that. So continue till you are tired, then you can do it all over again. So let's pause there. So I will show you how I'm going to bring it all out. Okay, let's wait till the end. So I'm bringing my finger out, my fingers, I'm bringing them out. So just take it slowly, then you take your scissors to cut. So I'm going to cut this all out. So I'm going to cut this. So continue cutting so you are able to cut everything out. So now I have this, so which is long enough. So we are still going to cut into 2 like that. We're going to cut it into 2 again for the 2.5. Yeah, so we have our strand of yarn. So now you see what I'm going to do. So for the white, I said I'm starting with green here. Now I'm starting with white. So for here, since my white is starting from here, so from that point, from that line, I'm going to bring out, I'm going to go into the hook like this. I'm going to go into the hook like that and bring it all out. So I'll bring this out like that. Okay, so we'll take it all out, then we'll go at the edge, into the edge like this. So you can see your hook, so you make sure you put this like that. So this will close up like that. So we have this all out like that. Then you go in the other part like that. So I'll make sure I get this out too. Oh, sorry, I got it all messed up. So I'll bring this out. So we have this. So I'll go in, open this up, go into the other hole, holding this down, and I'll bring it all out. Sorry. I'll bring it all out. So let's do that again. So I'll just go like this.